Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. This is going to be very difficult for me to watch because I'm going to be rooting for my Heat and I'm going to be hoping for the best as Jaylen Brown proceeds to miss a three, but they get the rebound because obviously they got their big guys. Tatum driving, missing. And Miami gets the rebound. All right. So here comes Bam. Can Bam be aggressive? Jimmy. Gonna get it to Vincent. Vincent driving. Nothing there. He gets stuck. And turnover. Oh, God. It's going to be that type of series. Boy, is it going to be that type of series. You can't start the game on a turnover. When they miss a shot, you got to go out there and you got to respond by making a shot or making a play. You can't turn the ball over like that. Oh, God, this is gonna be the end of me, bro. Jaylen Brown, pass it to Horford. Horford for three. No good. Rebound goes to Bam. So right now, both teams are kind of feeling each other out. As to be expected, Oh, God, this is going to be something. Bam being aggressive, he puts the layup in. Bam has to be aggressive all 7 games. There should not be a game where Bam's not aggressive. If he's not aggressive every single game, we're going to be in trouble. Jaylen Brown being guarded by Vincent. You know Vincent can't get that matchup. Brown, no good. Misses right there. Rebound goes to Kevin Love. Here comes Bam. Bam, pump fakes. Looking, gets it to Love. Love back to Bam. I love Bam coming out early on and trying to be aggressive. He puts up the shot. No good. Rebound goes to Tatum. You need him to be aggressive. And I'm fine with him being aggressive. Smart. Shot. No good. Rebound Robert Williams. He puts the shot up and finally the Celtics are able to get on the board. Oh, God, it's going to be that type of game. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys stopping by. Jimmy with the ball. We do not know the condition of Jimmy's ankle, but we already know he's not 100%. He's just going to have to tough it out, which we know Jimmy Butler is going to be able to do. Jimmy looking for a spot. First shot good from Jimmy Butler. Jimmy has to play great if we want to win. Jaylen Brown puts up the shot. Vincent can't guard him. Vincent cannot guard him, but you got to work with what you have, man. Jimmy again, being guarded by Tatum. Jimmy, gonna get it to Strus. Strus back to Jimmy. Jimmy on Smart here. That's a matchup he would like. Gonna go one-on-one here. Jimmy puts up the shot. He misses. Rebound goes to the Celtics. Here comes Tatum. Tatum, sidestepping, misses. But Robert Williams puts it up again. Already, Robert Williams is being a tough enforcer early on. 6-4 lead here for the Boston Celtics. Robert Williams on the floor is a problem because we don't have anyone that can match up with his size. We already knew that. Jimmy gets it to Love. Love, nothing there. Bam. Bam's got the opportunity. He puts it up. It's good. And right now, it's a back and forth affair. And I love what I'm seeing from these two teams. We already know it's going to be tough. Smart with the ball. Smart. Nice pass to Robert Williams. He puts it up the dunk. And yeah, it's going to be that type of series, guys, man. It's just going to be that type of series. Bam gets it to Strus. Strus almost lost the ball. Damn near traveled. Now here comes Vincent. And a foul on Marcus Smart. Man, dealing with Robert Williams is going to be a serious problem. And the Heat are going to have to find ways to deal with that guy's size. It's not going to be easy, but they're going to have to figure some things out. Bam gets it to Love. Love gets it back to Bam. And it's stolen, but it's thrown. Oh, Tatum was able to catch it, and he puts up the slam. 10-6 game here. I thought that was almost going out of bounds. Here comes Vincent. Vincent, please don't force up a shot. I'm begging you to not force up a shot. Good play to Bam, and Bam puts it in. So right now, these teams are exchanging baskets. Bam is coming out early on and being aggressive. This is what I want to see. Yeah, Butler's been dealing with an ankle injury since the second round. Tatum for three. No good. He's been dealing with an ankle injury since the second round, but he's just going to have to play on it. I'm not saying he's hurt right now. He got hurt during the Knicks series. So we don't know how that ankle is looking. Vincent for three. Puts it in. Miami regains the lead. It's going to be that type of series. Everyone knows they got to be on their A game, man. They got to be on their A game. Boston is not to be played with. Horford being guarded by Kevin Love. Horford, mid-range, no good. Rebound goes to Bam. Bam is pushing the pace. He's being aggressive, and I love it. This is the Bam we got to see. Foul on Brown. This is the Bam we need. Oh, my God. Where has this guy been all season? I'm glad he's here right now, because this is the Bam Adebayo we need. Good Lord, this is the Bam Adebayo we need. Do the Heat even have a real big man? We do have, we have Yurtsevin, but he's not healthy. He's young and he's not healthy, so we can't even play him in this series. Jimmy with the ball, being guarded by Tatum. Gonna get this pick and roll here. Jimmy. Foul, going to the free throw line. What's going on, Cameron? Appreciate you stopping by here for the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm going to try to be as calm as possible, but this is my team playing. I'm going to be very emotional. But I'm going to hope for the best. Jimmy, first free throw. You know that's cash money. It's going to be tough no matter how you look at it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough no matter how you look at it. I constantly have to have water here because, boy, do I need it. Jimmy makes both free throws. Miami with an early 13-10 lead here. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a back and forth affair. Neither team is giving up an inch right now, and this is the type of game you expect. Brown driving. Looking, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound goes to Bam, and I just love Bam being aggressive. He understands he has to play like this. Bam, spinning, puts up the shot, no good. There's contact there, but it's just not there. Brogdon wide open for three. He swishes it in, and it's all tied up at 13 apiece. Both teams are going to be able to take advantage of these opportunities on the fast break. Good luck to your NBA team. Yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. Jimmy puts up the layup. It's good. Jimmy Butler looking nice early on. Bam Adebayo looking great. It's a back and forth affair. Tatum's making plays. Brown's making plays. Yeah, it's just going to be like that for 6 games. Tatum pops the three. And it just falls in. I swear, you never know how Tatum's going to be. If he hits the three early on, okay, that's a foul. If he hits a three early on, maybe it's just going to get him going. If not, you just don't know. And a timeout here. It's a 16-15 game right now. Back and forth affair. You just don't know how it's going to go down the stretch. I expect this to be a highly contested game throughout the entirety. But right now, I love what I'm seeing from Miami. I love what I'm seeing from Bam. Jimmy is doing Jimmy things. I love the aggression Miami's playing with. But we understand what the Boston Celtics are about. We understand what this matchup is about. It's not going to be easy. Boston's going to take advantage of our weaknesses, and we're going to take advantage of their weaknesses. So right now it's a tightly contested games, and the stars are showing up and making plays. Is Lowry hurt or is he benched? Lowry's not hurt. He's on the bench. He got hurt during the season, and then he started coming off the bench to get himself going. But Spoelstra found that having Kyle Lowry come off the bench does so much more for our second unit. Not to mention, he's basically a starter in some cases because he plays a lot of minutes. So Kyle Lowry coming off the bench is huge. He's definitely one of the main starters that's out there at the end of the game. So Kyle Lowry coming off the bench is huge for our second unit because when you got to give Jimmy and Bam rest, somebody's got to run the offense. And there's times where you either give Jimmy rest and Bam's out there with Lowry, or you're going to give Bam rest and Lowry's out there with Jimmy. Either way, Kyle Lowry coming off the bench does a lot for Miami, and he's been playing well throughout this postseason. So if Lowry can continue to play like that, we will be in a good position. I need Lowry off the bench to show up. Yeah, he's been playing very well throughout these playoffs. So hopefully Lowry doesn't just decide to disappear for a series, because if we're not getting anything from Lowry with him trying to run the offense and him coming off the bench, we could be in serious trouble. Right now, it's a contested game between these two teams, 16-15 game right now. Yeah, Ravens, see, I'm ready. I'm ready. It's gonna be a very, very conflicting 2 weeks. What's going on, Vonnie? Appreciate you stopping by. I've been good, just preparing for this game here. You know, watching game 1 yesterday of the Western Conference Finals was very chill. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to, get all emotionally invested in it because it's not my team. I could just enjoy basketball. But now that it is my team, if I'm seeing certain players do dumb things, it's gonna piss me off. I have a question to ask, but who do you think is going to win a series between the Denver Nuggets or the LA Lakers? I picked. I want Denver to win the series. I think Denver has the advantage here. I think this is going to 7, by the way. I think Denver has the advantage because I like the production they get from their bench a little bit more than they get from the Lakers bench. But the Lakers are never really out of a game as long as LeBron James and Anthony Davis are able to play at a high level, which they showcased in game 1 because every shot was going in for Denver, but the Lakers somehow got back into the game. They were down 21 and made it a 3-point game and had an opportunity to steal game 1 on the road. So the Lakers are never really out of a game. Not to mention, the Lakers at home are a different animal. Just same with the Nuggets, but the Lakers at home are a different animal. I think it's going 7. You can lean either way. I'm seeing Lakers in 7. Lakers in 6 or 7, but I would love for Denver to win this series. We'll just have to see how things go. I know you're nervous in my Celtics. No, I'm not nervous in your Celtics. I mean, it's a rivalry. Not scared, not nervous, not afraid of anything Boston does. But it's a series, and as a fan of sports, there's always going to be some nerves. Is Oladipo even playing? No, and that hurts me. As soon as I understood it was going to be Jimmy with the ball here, Jimmy is going to shoot the shot, puts it in. Jimmy Butler seems to feel comfortable again. Miami up 17-16. When I knew we were going to play Boston, because, okay, once we were able to pull off the crazy upset, beat Milwaukee, I'm looking at the Knicks. Brogdon forces a 3. He puts it in. Okay, they're hitting their shots right now. So once I saw we got the Knicks in the second round, my mindset was thinking, okay, as long as Miami handles business, we're probably going to see Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. The first thought I was thinking was, damn, Oladipo being hurt is the worst thing for us because Oladipo was the best defender on Jaylen Brown. Foul. Go back and look at the film. Go back and look at the games in the Eastern Conference Finals. The person that was the best defender on Jaylen Brown was Victor Oladipo, and we don't have him for this series. Oladipo at times was locking up Jaylen Brown, and we don't have him here. So that's my first concern out of everything else. But at the end of the day, guys are just going to have to step up, and we'll just have to see what happens there from there. Tatum's going to go sit on the bench. Vincent to the free throw line here. Favorite Heat player is Jimmy Butler. That's many people's favorite player. Love Jimmy. Man, Oladipo, if he stayed healthy, he could have been an all-time great. I don't know if you could say Oladipo could have been an all-time great. He was a great player. He was an all-star player. But I don't know if you can sit back and say an all-time great. I mean, that's just saying that he's the type of player that can lead your team to a championship as the guy. I don't know if Oladipo was ever going to be that. He was an all-star player. I think he could have been a very consistent all-star player. But an all-time great player is an entirely different thing. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer right off the bat. Brogdon drives, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound goes to Martin. Well, all-time great defender. Argument there. I don't know if you could say all-time great defender, but an argument could be made because, I mean, he was a hell of a defensive player. But we'll just have to see. Jimmy drives, puts up, oh, he passes to Martin. Martin for 3. Martin puts it in. Caleb Martin has been great these playoffs, man. I don't know what happened to him during the middle of the season. I mean, well, injuries were definitely a factor. But, man, Martin, throughout like the second half of the regular season, Martin was so inconsistent, and he was making a lot of bad plays. But since we've gotten to the playoffs, Caleb Martin has just, he's zoned in, and he's been great. There was always 2 players that always concerned me for the Miami Heat. Well, besides Duncan Robinson not doing anything and being on the bench for pretty much the entire season. But, and being unplayable for a good chunk of the season. The one thing that definitely concerned me was Vincent and Martin, because at times, nice tip in by Brown, 22-21. And Kyle Lowry is out here as well as Cody Zeller going to give Kevin Love and Bam Adebayo some rest. As well as Gabe Vincent, you know. Jimmy with the ball. Jimmy. See, Cody Zeller, turnover right there because Cody Zeller can't keep up with anybody. If there's any concerns I have, it would have to be Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller cannot keep up with the speed of the Miami Heat. Because, like, sometimes I'm watching these guys. I've seen it with Jimmy. I've seen it with Bam. I've seen it with Jimmy, and I've seen it with Lowry. Hell, I've seen it at times with Vincent when they're trying to get Zeller going, and he's just, like, not on the same page with these guys. That's a concern, but we have to play Cody Zeller. That's definitely a concern. Marcus Smart puts up a tough shot, and he's fouled. So he's going to go to the free throw line. Get Zeller out the game, man. I mean, we got to give Kevin Love. See, if we're going to play Kevin Love and Bam Adebayo in the starting lineup, someone's going to have to go out there to give those two some rest. And the only other person you have that can do that is Cody Zeller. What happened to Tyler Hero is, yeah, I mean, he's injured. I mean, he broke his wrist. He already went through the surgery, but he's not in the position to, like, start shooting a basketball. Now you see, right now, he's not actually wearing the protective hand thing because he's at the point where he doesn't really need it. But if if he's able to come back, it won't be until the NBA Finals, assuming Miami finds a way to get to the NBA Finals. But that's kind of just where we're at right now. He's not going to participate in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's just not ready yet. Spoelstra already said it when he was when they talked to him yesterday. He's not at the point where he's shooting the basketball, really dribbling the basketball. Strus gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy puts up the shot. No good, but Jimmy gets his own rebound. And that's funny. Jimmy gonna get himself going again, and this time he hits the shot. Isn't Duncan Robinson paid like $20 million to be a one-dimensional three-point shooter? That's not great at shooting. Well, the problem... Oh, what a pass by Smart! The problem is Duncan Robinson got his contract by being a sharpshooter. He was the best three-point shooter on our team. And if you watch how he played in the bubble, this guy couldn't miss from three, which is why they gave him the contract. Yeah, he was a defensive liability. Jimmy Butler, again. Oh, he misses the shot. Cody Zeller gets the rebound. Hold it, Cody. Caleb Martin pulls up for three. Martin can't hit it. Rebound goes to Brown. Oh, Martin with the steal. Caleb Martin with the steal and the layup. It's good. He misses it and he takes advantage. Timeout, Boston. I love what I'm seeing from Caleb Martin. Man, these guys are going at it. But, yeah, Duncan Robinson, he was making those plays. He was hitting those threes all throughout the bubble run. That's why they paid him that money. He was the best three-point shooter on this team, and he was shooting the lights out during the season and shooting the lights out during the bubble run. So that's why they gave him that contract. Since then, he hasn't been hitting his threes. And because he hasn't been hitting his threes, eventually Spoelstra benched him, because if Duncan Robinson isn't... What's going on, Gideon? If Duncan Robinson isn't hitting his threes, he's virtually unplayable because he can't play defense. He's a defensive liability. He's the worst defender on the team, so he's going to get abused every single time. And other than hitting threes, he's not great at creating his shot anywhere else. He can't create a shot at all. And he's not good at really driving and getting to the basket and finishing there. So if he's not hitting threes, Duncan Robinson cannot be in the game. And Spoelstra, at times, he has to micromanage those minutes because he has to see if he can get something from him. If Duncan Robinson hits his threes, he'll keep him out there. But if he's not hitting those threes, he's getting him out there. He's getting him out the game and putting him back on the bench and saying, all right, Strus, you got to come back because Duncan's not doing anything for us. Who do you think wins this series and makes the NBA Finals? I mean, as a Heat fan, I'm picking the Heat in 7. I'm not backing down from that. I got the Miami Heat winning this series in 7, just like I did last year. So I'm going to hold on to that belief. And again, Miami was one shot away from pulling that off. So I'm going to believe in this team, and I'm going to believe in what they've done this postseason, and I'm going to trust them to find a way to get it done in 7. It's not going to be easy. This is obviously the toughest matchup they're going to have all postseason, or at least they've had all postseason so far. But, we'll see. Strus is better than Robinson by a lot. Oh, yeah, Strus can finish at the rim. Strus can dunk. Strus finds ways to finish in the mid-range game, and, he can hit some clutch threes. So, he's not a great defender, but he plays better defense than Duncan Robinson. Spo can coach circles around the Celtics. That's great. He can absolutely coach circles around the Celtics. But coaching can only take you so far. Coaching helps with adjustments and bringing in certain guys for certain matchups. But at the same time, when you got star power, when you got those players out there, sometimes coaching isn't enough. If Tatum and Brown just go off for 35 plus apiece, coaching's just not going to be able to stop that. Even if you're getting the right switches and the right matchups, if they're cooking everybody, there's nothing you can do. So sometimes talent can outweigh a great coach. It happens. But at the same time, coaching can make the difference in close games and key situations, which is why we've seen Miami in close games and key situations throughout the playoffs. They have been elite and top tier. They're never really out of the game. There's only been one game where Miami's been out throughout the postseason. That was game 2 against the Milwaukee Bucks. And the only reason they were out of that game was because the Milwaukee Bucks decided to hit a franchise record 25 threes. So when you have a record-breaking night, there's nothing you can do as a basketball team. So it is what it is. Lakers or Nuggets, I put the Lakers in 7, but I want Denver to win. That's just me. Killian Hayes is better than Robinson. Not much you're getting from Duncan Robinson if he's not hitting threes. He's a complete liability if he's not hitting threes. All right. Tatum puts up a layup. It's good. 27-26. Right now, these two teams are just going back and forth. No one's really breaking free right now, and that might just be how the first quarter goes. Lowry gets it to Cody. Cody puts up the shot. Cody can't hit it. My God, Cody, you got to be useful at some point. Jesus Christ, man. Please be useful. Please be useful. I'm begging you to be useful, Cody. You got a wide open shot. You got to hit that. Brogdon, don't leave Brogdon open for 3, and he missed that. Jimmy gets this turnover here. That's the hustle you want to see. Miami and Boston both hustling for the ball, but Miami was able to make the play. Jimmy was able to get the steal, and just let Jimmy go do his thing. Oh, that's a mismatch. Get out of here. That's a mismatch. If it's not Tatum, yeah, that's a mismatch. Oh, good defense right there. Jimmy's still probably going to look to take this. Jimmy's just good like that. That's a mismatch. Jimmy's going to make that shot. That's a mismatch. Let me tell you right now. If it's not Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown guarding Jimmy Butler, you don't have a chance to stop him. Jimmy's got 12 points already? Okay, he's feeling himself. Jimmy is definitely feeling himself. He's got 12 points in the first quarter. Oh, he's feeling himself right now. Horford pumps the 3, drives, gets it to Tatum. Tatum's got to put a shot up. Tatum forces a shot. No good. Rebound goes to Zeller. And here comes Miami. 1-point lead for them. Lowry with the ball. 1:09 left to go in the first quarter. Offensive foul by Cody Zeller because why not? Didn't the Heat have Dedmon? Yeah, Dedmon was useless. So he's not on the team anymore. I have to give credit to Boston Celtics. They're a really good basketball team. Well, they were in the finals last year, so obviously. I mean, they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals like 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years. Give those dudes credit. 2017, they were there. Actually, they were in the bubble. They were there last year. And Derek White just pops a 3 and hits it because nobody wanted to guard him. Did we forget what this guy did to us last year in certain moments of the game? Can you please guard this guy? What are you doing? And no one really came up to get the ball. Okay. You can't let Derek White just shoot an uncontested 3 knowing what he did to it. That guy is a sniper. Don't be leaving these shooters open. Someone's got to press him. Here comes Jimmy again. Jimmy being guarded by Tatum. Y'all know y'all don't want that mismatch right there. Jimmy puts it up over Tatum. Good defense by Tatum. Tatum with the ball right now. Being guarded by Jimmy. Tatum gets stripped by Jimmy. Here comes Martin. Martin can put up the finished layup. Oh, he misses it. Good defense by Al Horford. All right, so the Celtics are going to hold for the last play here. Jimmy guarding Derek White. He's going to pass this ball. Pritchard for 3. Can't hit it. Rebound goes to Miami. And Lowry's not hitting that. So after one quarter of basketball, the Boston Celtics are up 30-28. I like the pace I'm seeing. This is the type of play you want to see. The stars are showing up. The guys are playing well. And I just realized Jimmy Butler played the whole first quarter. Go sit him down. Bring back Kevin Love. Bring back Bam Adebayo. I just realized Jimmy played the whole first quarter. I'm feeling like Jimmy Butler's going to make 40 or 50 points for tonight's game. Yeah, he's going for 40. He's going for 40. I don't understand why you guys like Zeller and Plumlee. I don't know. I don't understand why guys like Zeller and Plumlee are in the NBA. I mean, we're in a different era, so I mean, if this was like 15 years ago, you could use these guys, but like we're in an era where there's so much spacing, and the three-point shot is it's just the requirement if you want to win anything. So yeah, that's kind of just how things work there. So Cody Zeller and Plumlee, they're kind of old. They're old big men from an old era that can't really work in this era where spacings happen. And if your big cannot, get out of the paint and do anything in the perimeter, if he doesn't have any sort of shooting prowess, he can't really thrive in this era. So that's kind of what Cody Zeller is. Not to mention the dude's old. So, I mean, what else are you going to do? Is Jimmy the best Heat player behind LeBron and D-Wade? A debate and a conversation could be had. But I don't know how Heat fans feel about that. Because obviously you're going to have D-Wade, LeBron and D-Wade, they're taking the number 1 and number 2 spot. But it's going to come down to how Heat fans feel. You want to put Jimmy there, or you want to put Alonzo Mourning? That's a conversation Heat fans are going to have, and that's a very difficult conversation to have. So I can't give you a definitive answer right now, because even I don't know how I feel about it. Like, am I going to put Jimmy, or am I putting Alonzo at 3? I just don't know how to answer that question. Either way, I love what I saw from the first quarter. It's a back-and-forth affair. Both teams are playing well. Credit to both squads for doing what they need to do. This could be a close game that comes down to the wire. Both teams are doing well, and I just need to get Cody Zeller out of this game, bro. If there's anything that's killing us, man, please take out Cody Zeller. My God, I don't care if Bam's got to play 40-plus minutes. Cody Zeller is doing nothing for you right now, and he is a liability. It feels like Miami would be leading this game a little bit if you just didn't have Cody Zeller playing. The guy is doing nothing. Oh, my God. You're going to have to play Bam 40-plus minutes, bro. I can't have... Spoelstra, you got to look at that first quarter and say, yeah, Cody Zeller is just not playable. I know we don't want to give Bam 40-plus minutes and all this other stuff, but if you're going to steal game 1, Bam is going to have to be there. Jimmy Butler played the entire first quarter. Go give him a breather. Bam, I need you out there for more minutes. I cannot have Cody Zeller out. He played 5 minutes in the first... No, it's not 5. He played 4 minutes in the first quarter. I cannot have Cody Zeller out there. 4 minutes and no points. He got 3 rebounds. That's good for him, but still, I just can't have this man out here. I just cannot have that man out there, bro. All right, so Cody Zeller, thank God, is off the court. Bam is back, and I do see Duncan Robinson is on the court. So, question is, can Duncan Robinson give you some three-point production? Because the Celtics, they didn't forget about what happened last year. They abused the hell out of Duncan Robinson when he was on the court. That's an easy mismatch. He's the worst defender on the court. They're going to be abusing the hell out of Duncan Robinson here. So if he's not hitting three-point shots, what is he doing out there? Lowry, mid-range, good. I love Lowry and what he's been able to do, man. He's been great for us. Jimmy Butler is going to get a breather. He had 12 points in the first quarter. Man's doing it all. Thank God Bam's being aggressive and helping out. Please, no, Tatum, no, please, I swear to God, do not get... Oh, my God, why? Okay, they didn't see it. They didn't see the matchup. Foul. They didn't see the matchup. They had Duncan Robinson guarding Jason Tatum. A foul was called on Vincent, but they had this man, Duncan Robinson, guarding Jason Tatum. What? I damn near passed out. That guy should not be guarding Tatum or Brown at any point. He's gonna get cooked. Excuse me. He's gonna get cooked. He's gonna get cooked. I gotta keep drinking water. He's gonna get cooked, man. Oh yeah. What's it called? X Factor in this series for Boston. What's going on, Brandon? Appreciate you stopping by. X Factor for this series, easy. Malcolm Brogdon, he's the X Factor. The way he's played, bam! With the... Oh, come on, that doesn't count. Bam just had a windmill, and they're going to call a foul on that. Come on, bro. He going to get cooked by Jaylen Brown, too. That's what I'm saying. At no point should you ever see Duncan Robinson on Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. Hell no. Bam just had a windmill slam. It's not going to count because of a foul. No, just Bam, you just take it. Good shot by Bam. I'm like, Duncan Robinson's not even getting open. Bam, just continue to do what you're doing. Being aggressive. Tough matchup. Yeah, it's a tough. At no point. I don't want Vincent on Tatum. These are not the matchups we want. Tatum with a tough layup. Oh my God, bro. Listen, I would rather just have Bam on Tatum. I can't see Vincent on Tatum. Lowry for three. Lowry puts it in. Kyle Lowry coming in and getting some points off the bench. Lowry being healthy this year and being in better shape this year is such a big thing for us. What the hell was that from Brogdon? It looked like he was looking for a foul. Nothing there. Lowry pops another three. Oh, Lowry's feeling it. Back-to-back threes from Kyle Lowry. Jimmy should be on Tatum. He should be on Tatum. When Jimmy's in the game, he's going to be on Tatum. We know that. Lowry with 8. Wow, Jesus. Lowry with 8 points off the bench. Another missed three. Here comes Miami. Man, talking so much is just literally causing me to cough. Lowry trying to get that pick and roll with Bam. Bam! Wow, it got stripped. Hey, man, it was all ball. It was all ball, so I'll give him credit. Brogdon tried to pop the three. Oh, God, Lowry. You know what? I can take Lowry on Tatum. Lowry's not going to defend him well, but he's going to strip the ball. Jesus Christ, Duncan Robinson. Scaring the hell out of me. Martin. Brogdon, layup. Good. I'm really scared of just having Duncan Robinson guarding anybody, but he has to guard somebody. Here comes Bam. Foul. He's going to go to the line. I love what I'm getting right now. If Jimmy's not on the floor and Tatum's in the game, you should put Bam on him. That's what I'm saying. I want Bam to guard Tatum, right? But then again, Robert Williams is in the game. That's the thing. So it's like, Jimmy should be on Jaylen Brown. Jimmy's going to alternate between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Here's my thing. If both Jimmy and Bam's on the court alongside Tatum and Brown, Jimmy Butler take Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo take Jason Tatum, and you can alternate. But the problem with that is, if that's the case, obviously they're going to counter with size. You got to deal with Robert Williams, and you can't continue to have Bam guard Tatum and have Robert Williams be guarded by who? Kyle Lowry. So I'll sit back and say, at times I would like to see Bam guard Kyle Lowry, but those are the moments where Boston goes small. When Boston goes big, he's going to alternate and they're going to be switching. But I cannot have him out here not guarding Robert Williams, because at that point, you're going to put who? Kyle Lowry on him, Strus, Vincent. That's easy money, and that's an easy dunk for him. If the Heat make the finals and Robinson guards LeBron, I might have a heart attack. That would be hilarious. Yeah, at that point, I'm just conceding and saying, LeBron, go get your money. Go eat. LeBron, if you see Duncan Robinson on you, go eat. That's all I got to say. Derek White driving. Tatum, he's going to pop a contested three. Look at that flop. Oh, that's a full flop. Come on, bro. That's a full flop. Tatum, what are you doing? Robinson gets it to Bam. Bam to Martin. Martin, kickball. I'm mad. If it would have, man. Vincent could have had that three right there, but it was a kickball. Please take Duncan Robinson out the game. Thank God. What? He's still in? Why is he still in? Why is he still in? Spoelstra, I'm scared, man. I don't like... You know what, Duncan, go make a three right now. Go make a three. Hit it right here. There's a screen. Robinson, three. Okay, bro, you got to go. All right, bro. That was your chance. That was a chance. Head back to the bench. I don't care if it's your first shot. Head back to the bench. You got to go, bro. Jaylen Brown is back in the game. That's what I was hearing. Brown tried to lob it to Robert Williams, and Robert Williams is fouled by Bam, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Crazy. Let me actually go check on these fouls here, because these whistles are starting to show up, and I got to make sure I see how the fouls are going to look when it comes to certain aspects. Right now, Bam just got his first. Vincent has one. Cody Zeller has two. Absolutely useless. Two for Tatum. That's dangerous. And everyone else has one for the Celtics. So Robert Williams misses the first free throw. Sending him to the line isn't bad. He's not a great free throw shooter. But I'd prefer to just have the defensive play instead of him potentially getting a free throw. Because, I mean, he can hit a free throw. Not to mention with their size, maybe they get this rebound. Let's see. Robert, see, he gets the second one. He may miss the first one, but he certainly get the second one, and he gave up a point. But the thing is, I just don't want them to be in foul trouble. That's the fear. But right now, we're not getting a lot of foul calls, so that's a good thing. Vincent pops the three for no reason. And loose ball foul called on Derek White. Vincent is, if there's any player right now that concerns me on the Miami Heat, if there's any player that can legitimately give me fear and actually piss me off, it's Gabe Vincent. I get giving these guys confidence, but who the hell gave this guy the green light to just pop threes whenever the hell he wants? Duncan Robinson, what is he doing? What the hell? Look at a scrim. Oh my God, Robinson's got to go. Robinson's got to go. They got the mismatch here. Derek White for three. He missed that. Rebound. We are lucky they didn't score on that possession, bro. Duncan's got to get out the game. He's not hitting. Oh, what a move by Kyle Lowry. Nice pass to Bam. Bam with the slam. That city's traveled. They said Bam traveled. I think his foot slid a little bit. Please get Duncan Robinson out the game. What was that? Bam turned around like, what are you doing? Oh, he's got to go. It ain't happening right now, Spo. You gave him like 3 minutes. Go put him back on the bench. Celtics need to take advantage with Brown and Tatum on the floor without Jimmy. They do. Smart. Get to the Brown. Brown driving. Brown puts up the shot. It's good. And it's a tie game at 39 apiece. Miami had chances here. Miami has had chances here, but it is what it is. Lowry. Open. Being guarded by Tatum. Nice screen. Open three. Lowry's here. Kyle Lowry. Man, my voice is not in a good condition right now. Kyle Lowry is here to play. What a three by Kyle Lowry, man. Tatum drives. No foul called. Robert Williams loses the ball. He gets it back. He puts it up. He's fouled and one. Oh, my goodness. Jimmy isn't in for some reason because right now, well, Jimmy's not in because he played the whole first quarter. Jimmy played the whole first quarter. So Spoelstra right now is trying to give Jimmy as much rest as possible because he played all 12 minutes. Not to mention, Kyle Lowry's playing really well right now. Kyle and Bam are going to town right now. So Spoelstra's like, okay, Kyle Lowry's playing well. He's hitting his shots. Bam's making plays. This gives me an opportunity to keep Jimmy Butler on the bench for a little bit longer. What's going on, Legendary? If it's a situation where Bam and Kyle Lowry are not playing well, automatically Jimmy's back in the game early on. But because those two are playing so well, Jimmy's getting all the rest he needs. Duncan's a liability. Yes, that doesn't mean Jimmy has to come in. Who they need to bring in is Strus. When Duncan Robinson is playing this bad, sit him on the bench and bring Strus back out. You're not going to bring out Jimmy in this situation. You got to bring out Max Strus. That's what I would do. And Jimmy's back in the game anyway. But we got to get Duncan out of here and bring back Strus. For the love of God. Oh my gosh, this dude is doing nothing well. Here comes Lowry. Lowry, mid-range. Lowry hits it. Kyle Lowry. Oh my God. This is the Lowry we could have used in the conference finals last year. Bro, if you had this Kyle Lowry, we would have won. He's got 13 points, 5 or 6 from the field. Kyle Lowry's engaged. Lowry's engaged. Jimmy's engaged. And Bam's engaged. This is what you need. Tatum. This is the production you needed from Kyle Lowry. If I was Jimmy, I'll play 60 minutes just to not have Robinson play. I mean, it's not really up to Jimmy here. It's really up to Spoelstra. And Jimmy said if Spoelstra wants me to play all 48 minutes, why would he play 60 minutes? But if Spoelstra wants me to play all 48 minutes, I'll play all 48 minutes. But it's up to Spoelstra to determine that. And Jimmy, again, if he feels his team needs him to play 48 minutes a game, he'll do that because that's just what Jimmy is all about. That's his mindset. But Spoelstra, he knows how he manages these minutes. And you don't have to have Duncan Robinson play. What you need is to have Strus play more minutes, which, again, they don't really want to do. Because, I mean, if Duncan Robinson's not hitting threes, that means Max Strus is going to have to play more minutes. And they're not really trying to have Strus play all those high minutes. They're not trying to have him play 40 minutes a night. Because the only person that's going to be able to come in for Duncan Robinson is Max Strus in this case. So, I mean, even if Jimmy played 48 minutes, the person that's going to come in for Duncan Robinson is Max Strus. So that means Max Strus will have to play 48 minutes, which we're not going to have happen. Even if he's playing well, you're just not going to have him out there for 48 minutes. That's too much. You can do that with Jimmy because Jimmy can handle it, but I don't know if you want to have Max Strus out there. The person that really should be taking over that spot would be Tyler Hero, but Tyler Hero's not here. Duncan Robinson would not be seeing the court right now if Tyler Hero was available, but we don't have Hero. In all honesty, the rotation is between Hero and Strus. The third person is Robinson, but there's no Tyler Hero, which means Max Strus would have to play those high minutes, which is not what Spoelstra's trying to do. Which is why he's trying to get Duncan Robinson involved and see if he can get some three-point production from him. If he's not getting three-point production from him, you might as well put him on the bench. Which means Strus is going to have to play high minutes. This isn't an issue normally if you have a Tyler Hero. Not to mention, this wouldn't be an issue if you had a Victor Oladipo, which you don't have. Miami is shorthanded, so you got to play who you got to play. And that's why Robinson's in. They're not going to play Strus for 48 minutes. And you don't have an Oladipo nor a Hero to be able to come in and take those minutes and that playing time. So Duncan Robinson, who again, some cases he's on it, some cases he's not, you're going to have to play him. But right now the game is highly contested. Two teams going at it. Miami up 44-42. I love what I'm seeing right now, man. Jimmy with 12. Lowry with 13. Blazing hot right now. Bam with 9. I love what I'm seeing right now. Stars are playing well. Tatum's got 9. Brown's got 8. 10 for Robert Williams because they're using Brogdon and Robert Williams right now. The role players are stepping up and making plays. But still, yeah. But yeah, no Oladipo, no Hero means you're gonna get some quality production from Duncan Robinson. Eric Spoelstra is really a good head coach for the Miami Heat. I've argued that he's the best head coach in basketball. Who's been more productive with less talent than him? All these other great coaches you want to talk about, they have great talent. Look at what Miami has. Half our roster is filled with undrafted players, and yet 3 Eastern Conference Finals appearances in 4 years. He's the best coach in basketball. I don't care what you got to say about Tyronn Lue and all. No. Spoelstra's the best coach in basketball. I don't care what you guys, Monty and all. No, it's Spoelstra. If you had any of these other coaches in the situation you have with Miami, I don't know if they're in this position. Yeah, Oladipo would have been huge for defense because he would be the primary defender on Jaylen Brown. And if you go back and look at the Eastern Conference Finals last year, this man was giving Jaylen Brown problems, and he was clamping him up down the stretch. But we don't have a Jaylen. Not Jaylen Brown. We don't have a Victor Oladipo to deal with the Jaylen Brown. So it is what it is. First free throw made for Tatum. Tatum's playing well, 11 points for him. And the second free throw here is good. And it's a tie game. Tatum with 12 points. Now Robert Williams is back on the bench. Al Horford's out there, but they're playing a little bit more smaller. Which means if you had Bam out there, which you don't, Kevin Love's in the game. If you had Bam out there, I would say Bam can now guard Tatum. And you can put Kevin Love on Al Horford, and that can work. Jimmy, driving. And he lost the ball. Celtics ball right here. And look at the pace that you see. Oh, see? Marcus Smart went to. How was that a foul? How was that a foul? How is that a foul? What? He touched him. He legit touched him. That's not enough to really impact his motion. He's in the air, but again, if you touch the play when they're in the air, it's gonna count as a foul. So it's more free throws for Boston, and I'm pretty sure Miami's already over the penalty. So you got to deal with what you got to deal with. It's not enough to disturb his motion, but they're gonna call it. It is what it is, man. The officials have been like this all postseason. Can't cry and can't complain about it. Just got to keep playing basketball. Miami has dealt with the officiating in Milwaukee, dealt with the officiating against the Knicks, and it is what it is. Oh, you think, he got contact last possession? You think that's bad? Go look at what we saw in New York. Shoo, I'm watching this man get all the contact. They weren't calling a damn thing in Madison Square Garden. But it is what it is. You just play. And Miami played and they found a way to win. That's just what you got to do. Nobody else is moving, bro. Jimmy's stuck in one spot and nobody's coming to get the ball. Why is nobody else coming to get the ball? What are they doing? Bro, Jimmy should not be taking that shot. Why did nobody else come to get the ball? That's crazy behavior. Tatum, driving. Tatum gets the layup. 3-point game. Why the hell was nobody coming to get the ball? Kevin Love, can you give me this 3? Kevin Love ties it with the 3. Kevin Love, we need that from you this series, bro. We desperately need that from you this series. Jaylen Brown with the ball. Get to the Horford. Get to the Smart. Smart back to Horford. Horford fakes the 3. Being guarded by Strus. And he just bullies Strus there. Al Horford, man. This man's like 50 years old and he's still playing at this type of level. It's crazy to believe. Help. Somebody's got to move here. There's Martin. Martin's going to pop a 3. And it's no good right there. Rebound goes to Tatum. Tatum driving. They're going to call a foul there and 1. There's nothing you can do there. There's nothing you can do there. There's just nothing you can do there. There's legit nothing you can do there. He initiated the contact. What was Martin supposed to do there? He initiated the contact and just put it up. This is playing the game. This is playing the game. If the contact is initiated, you're going to get the call. That's just playing the game. Miami understands it's not the first time they've dealt with this. They've dealt with this all postseason. You just got to continue to play. You just got to continue to play. Like I said, bro, you can complain about the officials. They've been like this all postseason. Just have to continue to play. 5-point lead here for the Boston Celtics. They're starting to get themselves going. Bam is back in the game, so that definitely will help with the defense because Caleb Martin is getting absolutely cooked right now. Lowry with the ball. Lowry being guarded by Brogdon. Lowry's going to pop this 3. Oh, he's going to drive. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound goes to Brown. And this is where you get some of those concerns. When you're not getting anything going offensively, can you make a stop defensively? Caleb Martin is not doing a good job defensively at all right now. He's getting absolutely cooked. And Strus is no better. Horford for 3. And he splashes it. Miami's going to have to call a timeout because now you're down by 8. What I would say here, you got to get Jimmy Butler involved here more. Jimmy's got to be aggressive, but you got to get Jimmy Butler involved here even more. Right now, the ball's not the basketball's not moving around right now. The basketball is not moving around right now for Miami, so they're not getting quality looks. They're just sitting there and killing the clock. They're just giving it to Jimmy. No one else is moving. Jimmy's stuck at the top of the wing, and nobody's doing anything. No one's moving, trying to get open, so they're forcing Jimmy into a bad shot. And then Lowry there again. He's kind of just waiting and waiting and waiting. We got to move the ball around and get some quality looks from 3. Love is a great value. Al Horford. I mean, are you talking about in terms of where Love is at this stage of his career or just in general? Because if you're talking about Kevin Love at this stage of his career, then yeah, sure, that's an interesting interesting take there. But yeah, Miami's got to move the ball around. That's the key. 1, you got to find a way to get Jimmy more involved and get him some quality looks. And 2, most importantly, you've got to move this basketball around. You cannot let these guys be stagnant. Guys should not just be standing in the corner. We have to be moving. I said the same thing last in the Eastern Conference Finals. You have to be moving. Because if you're not moving, you're not going to get good looks. You got to be moving, constantly allowing the Celtics defense to move along with you. At some point, there will be something there that you can exploit. But everyone just standing still, standing at the corner, and just watching as Lowry takes the ball up and just, see if he can get a look to get open, or Jimmy gets the ball. No, we got to continue to move. There's gonna be times where Jimmy's gonna want to get the basketball and make his shots. I'm fine with Jimmy taking those shots. That's what he does. But you have to be able to move the basketball. And right now, they're not doing so. Horford will still be knocking down threes at 80 years old. I mean, probably. I mean, you could probably look at some NBA players that could probably still hit shots even in their 70s and 80s. That's kind of just how it is. I still feel like Kareem could pull off the I feel like Kareem can still pull off the sky hook at his age. If the Heat meet the Nuggets in the finals, that's looking way ahead. But if they meet the Nuggets in the finals, how do you think they'll defend them? I haven't a clue in hell. I talked about this yesterday. I don't know how we defend. I've looked at how we could defend every other big man in basketball. And I've seen how Bam's done against these guys. I literally have no response and no answers for how we're going to guard Nikola Jokic. We're a small basketball team. I have no answer as to how we are going to guard Nikola Jokic. Forget about Jamal Murray. Forget about MPJ. Forget about Aaron Gordon. Forget about KCP. Forget about Jeff Green. Forget about Bruce Brown. I have no clue how we're going to guard Nikola Jokic in a series like that. And that's where I'm just like, yeah. If we get to the finals and it's legitimately a situation where it's Nikola Jokic, we're just gonna get cooked because I don't know how you defend that guy. I legit Anthony Davis right now is playing great defense on him. He's playing great defense. Anthony Davis in game 1 played fantastic defense on Nikola Jokic. Didn't interrupt him at all. He still did his thing. Now, one thing that worked out for the Lakers down the stretch was putting Rui Hachimura on them, but Denver's going to be ready for that in game 2. So I guarantee you that matchup is not going to work throughout the 7-game series. It's not going to work out like that. So Boston's up by 8 right now. And Miami's just going to have to recalculate. They're going to have to get some open looks for Jimmy. And they're going to have to move the ball around. He just pushed Jimmy, but they're not going to call that. That's crazy behavior to just push Jimmy. He just pushed Jimmy, but we're not going to call that, huh? He legitimately pushed Jimmy in the air, but we're just not going to call that. Miami's down 10. Legitimately down a 15-3 run. Miami again. Just going to have to figure some things out. Make some adjustments here and there. Lowry turning the ball over in that moment is not what you want to see. And Miami was able to get the ball back with the turnover of their own. Bam gets it to Strus. Strus hasn't really been playing, man. I just realized that. Strus, I haven't seen Strus really do anything. Strus hits a shot. That's a shot we need. Next game, Lakers need to play big. No more small ball. So, what do you recommend for them to do against Nikola Jokic? If Anthony Davis can't guard him, what do you recommend them doing? Tatum almost popped that 3. That's not exactly what he was looking for at that angle. Marcus Smart driving, gets it to Al Horford, and Al Horford, again, Al Horford just finds ways to be productive. And that's what makes the Celtics so difficult to deal with. Look at this, points in the paint, 18-2. Miami's been jacking up 3s right now, and they're not getting anything in the paint. Play LeBron at the 2. Jimmy's going to have to pop this shot. Jimmy puts up the shot. No good. Strus gets it back. And they're going to call it loose ball foul. Right now, nothing's going well for Miami. So, again, Miami's going to have to figure it out. They don't have the talent, so they're going to have... Miami has to play perfect basketball if they want to win. And right now, there's nothing going well for the Heat. The thing that's really hurting them right now is they're getting beat just by hustle. These passes and these assists are killing them. Marcus Smart right now is picking apart the Heat defense. That's what's killing them. And then Miami's turning the ball over at the same time, and they're not getting quality shots from 3. Now, Tatum going one-on-one, that's just one of the things you're going to have to deal with. Look at that. Look at that. What do you do with that? And they said they're going to have the continuation, so it's going to be an and one for Tatum. What do you do there? What do you do there? I'm not exactly sure what you do there. Yeah, Miami's cooked right now. They're going to have to figure something out, but Miami is just straight up cooked. And they're getting blown out right now. It's a 61-49 game. Right now, they're not able to keep up with the pace of the Boston Celtics. And that's something that is definitely dangerous. Miami, again, I expect them to make adjustments at halftime, but this is not the first time Miami's been down double digits. This is not the first time Miami's been down double digits. So I'm not overly concerned or nervous. They've played like this literally throughout the entire postseason. So, again, we already know it's going to be a tough series. You're just going to have to play through it however you can. And Miami has to get some looks from 3. Jimmy Butler gets the and one. That's a big shot right there. Jimmy Butler's going to the line to make it potentially a 10-point game. But right now, Miami's going to figure out, they have to figure out what they want to do defensively. Because everything they're doing defensively is getting cooked by Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is picking apart the Heat defense. And I've said this with Miami. Because they're not overly talented, their defense initiates their offense. Everything starts with the defense for Miami. Defense leads to offense for the Miami Heat. That's just how things work for them. It's a 10-point game. Defense leads to offense for the Heat. So if Miami's defense is struggling, their offense is not going to be able to get anything going. So right now, until they can figure out what they want to do defensively, which again, not having Oladipo really hurts us right now, until they want to figure out what they want to do defensively, they're in trouble. And look at this. Vincent cannot guard Jason Tatum. So he's just eating right now. Vincent legitimately cannot guard Jason Tatum. He's getting completely cooked. What do you do here? Bam. Get to the Vincent. Vincent pops the three. Vincent puts the three, and that's a big three by Vincent. Miami has to get their three-point shooting going offensively. That's another thing that we got to make sure. Oh! Vincent almost had that, but it's going to be a kickball. But here, look at this. Vincent cannot guard Tatum. Vincent cannot guard Tatum. And there's only so much help Jimmy Butler can get before they're going to call another foul. So, I don't know what you do here, man. Because, yeah, Gabe Vince is going out. You're going to put Caleb Martin in. But Caleb Martin can't guard Tatum. So, what do you do here? Vincent can't guard him. Tatum. Look at the passing ability. Oh, good defense by Miami. What a stop, because Brown had an easy layup there. Martin pops a three. In and out. They got to hit their threes, man. They got to hit their threes. If y'all not hitting y'all threes, y'all in trouble. Horford to Brown. Brown. Offensive foul. Oh, I think they said to travel. Either way, turnover right now for, I'll put Rui on Jokic or Gabriel. I still don't know if that's good. I don't know if Rui's going to, like, again, they found some things that's going to work, but right now, Nikola Jokic is not going to be stopped by Rui. But, you know, maybe he can do something. Miami has 11 turnovers. Yeah, you have 11 turnovers. It makes sense why you're down by 9. I don't see how the Heat can beat the Celtics. That's why the Heat need to give Nikola. Yet, no, they're not going to do that. At that point, that's conceding. Miami's, again, there's ways for them to be able to exploit this. It's not like the Boston Celtics are perfect, but they're going to have to find ways. Caleb. Reverse layup by Caleb Martin. 7-point game here. They got the 2-for-1. If they can make a stop, maybe they can look to get a shot to finish this quarter. They got a 2-for-1 situation here. That was a great layup to make it a 7-point game. You have a chance here to make a stop. Can you get that stop? Oh my God, Marcus Smart is cooking the Heat defense. What a lob to Robert Williams. They don't have an answer right now for Marcus Smart's passing ability. And I think that's truly what's killing them. But right now, as long as they can keep it into a single-digit game, you can utilize that. Lowry cannot hit that shot. And after one half of basketball, the Celtics are up 66-57. Miami has work to do. But right now, more than anything, it's literally Marcus Smart's passing ability that is killing the Miami Heat. It's not Jason Tatum. It's not Jaylen Brown. It's not Al Horford. It's the passing ability for Marcus Smart. His passing ability is killing Miami, and they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. There's still plenty of basketball left to be played. Miami being down single digits, my mindset is as long as Miami's down single digits, they can always come back. They've shown the capabilities of doing that throughout the postseason. They have their work cut out for them in the second half. We'll just have to wait and see what they can do. But, you know, they're going to have to make some adjustments for the most part. Duncan Robinson cannot come back in this game. No. Defensive liability. He cannot come back in this game. You're going to have to live with what you have here. Missing Victor Oladipo is hurting them right now because you don't have that extra defender. And right now, it's killing them. Anyway, it's halftime. I'll see you guys. Crap. It's halftime right now, so I'll definitely. Wow, should not have that out here. Give me a second here. What am I looking to do? All right. Yeah, so it's halftime. I'll be seeing you guys in the second half for the most part. Yeah, until then, we'll continue to talk about what Miami's going to need to do in the second half. But until then, I'll see you guys. Well, here we go for the second half of this game. Miami knows that they have to make some adjustments. We'll see how they come out in the second half. Yeah, right now they're not doing anything well. They're turning the ball over and they're not guarding the paint. If they fix those two problems, they have a chance to come back in this game. Meanwhile, if you're Boston, you keep doing what you're doing. So let's see how Miami responds. At the end of the day, it's going to be a tough series here, but we'll just have to see what we can get from it. Bam with the ball. Driving on Robert Williams. Puts up a tough shot, and it goes in. That's a great start to the quarter. 66-59 here. But yeah, once again, they're not stopping the penetration. Oh, good deep. Look at that. That's a jump ball. There we go. Good defense right there. Is that a foul or a jump ball? Yeah, it's a jump ball. I was about to say, I thought they called a foul on that one. Ah, boy. Jump ball here. Celtics win that one. 11 on the shot clock. Again, Robert Williams is just continuing to be a problem because they have no answers for him, and he's healthy and he's just making dunks right now. They have no answer for him right now. They're getting destroyed in the paint. 68-59. Foul on what? They're gonna call an offensive foul on Vincent. Vincent is getting more and more unplayable as the playoffs are going by. I'm just saying, like, if you get the last time he's actually done something well, the last time I remember Vincent doing something well was Game 2 against the Knicks. Vincent has just been bad, and it's got people thinking, I think this unit has reached their limit. Look at that three right there by Marcus Smart. Right now, they're just getting cooked. They're getting cooked by three. They're getting cooked in the paint. And now you got to look at Jimmy Butler and say, hey, bro, can you save us? And it's like, I don't know what you expect me to do. Bam. Drives. Puts up a shot. It's good. Bam's coming here with a couple aggressive baskets, man. You got to get Bam aggressive. Oh, turnover here. Turnover here. And there's Jimmy with the ball. Jimmy fakes the three. Gets it to Love. Love back to Jimmy. Jimmy gets it to Bam. Bam puts up the shot. He's fouled. No good, though, so he'll go to the free throw line. Bam's got 13 right now. I love what I'm seeing from Bam tonight. The aggression is there, but, it's not going to be easy. You're also going to have to see Jimmy look to get his shot as well, because they're not double teaming him, so he's got to go look for his shot as well. Bam has to hit his free throws, bro. You're a good free throw shooter, bro. You got to hit your free throws, man. I know you're dealing with that shoulder issue, but you got to hit your free throws, bro. All right. Second one's good. But yeah, Bam missing free throws is not common, so got to get him to hit his free throws. 71-62, we're right back to where we've started. And yeah, Marcus Smart continues to get whatever the hell he wants. Look at his passing ability right now. Al Horford to Smart. Smart pops the three. No good. Rebound, Love. Love gets it to Bam. And Bam's coming down the court with the aggression. I love it. I love seeing that aggression from Bam. Bam's going to pass it out to Love. Got to continue to move the ball around. Strus pops a three, and he puts it in. 71-65 here. Miami still keeping themselves within this. Al Horford for three. He can't hit it. Rebound goes to Vincent. He passes out to Kevin Love. Kevin Love's going to pop a three. He puts it in, and just like that, it's a three-point game. Like I said, Miami, they know what they need to do. Make some stops defensively. Get back, hit your threes, and you can be right back into it. Like I said, I wasn't worried heading into halftime because I'm like, it's a single-digit game. I believe Miami can be within if it's a single-digit game. But Miami right now is doing their thing. Kevin Love, that was a great stop and a great three by him. Horford gets it to Tatum. Jimmy Butler guarding Jason Tatum. Because I don't want Vincent anywhere near that. Smart with the ball. Smart drives. Puts up the shot. And they're going to call a foul even though Strus's hands were up. So Smart's going to go to the free throw line. Do I watch the WWE? I haven't watched the WWE in a while. I don't keep up with current events, so I would have to say no. I don't remember the last time I watched WWE. Like, what, 24? The only time I watch the WWE is when it's WrestleMania, so I don't keep up with current events that's happening with that. Smart for his free throw. He misses. Okay, that's automatically a W right there. So it's a 3-point game right now. Like I said, Miami coming out of the half, I love the adjustments they've been able to make. They're being more, at least they're being better in the paint. Smart makes the second one, 4-point game, 72-68. Miami's back in the game. We already know it's going to be a back and forth affair. This is what the playoffs are about. It's a series of runs. Vincent looking, driving, puts up his shot. It's good. 2-point game. That's what I said. Miami's just got to continue to do what they're doing. Continue to look for that. That's not the matchup we want. You know Vincent cannot play this dude defensively. What was that? Smart fires from 3. He misses. Rebound Kevin Love going down to Strus. Strus gets blocked, but he gets it and puts it back in. And it's a tie game. I'm surprised Mashula's not going to call a timeout for Boston. It's crazy. But they're going to let him play it out. And just like that, it's a tie game. Miami making plays. Tatum being guarded by Jimmy. Jimmy knocks the ball out of his hands. 8 seconds left on the clock. He's in the backcourt. Tatum's going to have to drive. Tatum puts up the shot. No good. Tatum. Rebound Strus. That is not a foul. I think they're going to say it's a foul against Boston. Kevin Love with these full court passes. Kevin Love in a different dimension, in another timeline, Kevin Love is a quarterback. Like, just in a different timeline, Kevin Love is absolutely a quarterback. He's playing well today. 6 points, 5 rebounds. I like what I'm seeing there. That was a foul on I don't know who, but Boston will keep the ball here. 8 on the shot clock. Bam on Brown. Brown pops the 3, and it just falls in. That's crazy. That's crazy behavior for it to just fall in. But that's just kind of the things you deal with here. Jimmy being guarded by Tatum. Jimmy now being guarded by Brown. What's he want to do? He looked like he was going to shoot the 3. Got it to Bam. Bam gets bumped, puts it in, and 1. He'll go to the line to try and tie this up. Bam being aggressive is what we need to see. And I love that Jimmy right now is focusing on getting Bam involved. The more aggressive Bam is, the better off this team is going to be. And right now, Bam Adebayo is getting it done, being aggressive and making plays. Bam with 16 points. I love Jimmy getting Bam involved because that's what you need to see. Bam has to be involved. And he misses another free throw. Bam, you got to hit your free throws, bro. Bam has to hit his free throws. That's the 3rd free throw missed by Bam, which is very uncharacteristic by him. Jaylen Brown, shot no good. Here comes Bam. Bam driving. Bam with the pass to Strus. Strus puts goaltending. Miami takes the lead. 76-75. And that's what you love to see, man. Miami, again, they're going to find ways to get back into the game. And I love that this has been a team effort right now, but Bam's been so aggressive, and I love it. Marcus Smart with the spin. Contact there, no good. Rebound Kevin Love. And Miami's getting back to protecting the paint the way they're supposed to. Strus gets it to Love. Love back to Strus. Strus gets it back to Love. Love pops a 3. Love can't get it. Bam! Tries to put it back in, but it comes out, and here comes Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown to the corner. Smart, open 3. He puts it in. And the Celtics regain the lead. It's just like that. Such a back and forth affair. Both teams playing at a high level. This is what you want to see. Jimmy with the ball now being guarded by Marcus Smart. Jimmy, now he wants to get himself involved. Jimmy gets it to Bam. Bam puts up the shot. Bam, no good. But the tip in by Jimmy. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Miami ties the game once again. This is what you want to see, man. It's a back and forth affair. These teams are going at it. Boston being up by 9 didn't really concern me because I'm like, as long as Miami's in a single-digit game, they're going to get back in this. We're all tied up at 78 apiece, and Jimmy Butler will go to the free throw line for the and one. This is what makes Spoelstra great, man. You just know he's going to make the adjustments, and you know the players are going to play better. It's one of the best rivalries in the league. It's what you expect, yeah. It's what you expect. Unfortunately, people don't care about that. It's about star power. Again, if Miami had more stars other than Jimmy Butler, if it was Jimmy Butler and another superstar here, then people would sit back and be like, all right, now we care about Miami. Like, if it was Jimmy Butler and Damian Lillard on this team, now people would be like, oh, you got Jimmy, you got Dame, you got Bam. Now we can sit back and focus in. But because you don't have that here, it's like, well, why should we really care? That's kind of just the mindset right now. But, yeah, it's a tough physical defensive game. Well, I can't say completely defensive game, but it's a tough physical game. And both teams are responding, and both teams are making plays, and both teams are doing what they need to do. And if you just watch Miami throughout the entirety of the postseason, you just knew they were going to do something like this. They've been doing it all postseason. What would what would the Heat realistically give up to get Lillard? I've already said Jimmy and Bam are untouchable. Everybody else you can go to work with. Jimmy and Bam are untouchable. The difference maker would probably be Tyler Hero, if we're going to be very honest. The difference maker in that package would probably be Tyler Hero, which I don't know if Miami is willing to, lose Tyler Hero, but I think that's the difference maker. Everyone other than Jimmy and Bam are untouchable because you have to get somebody to go along with those two. You can't give a package and be like, all right, no, we'll give up a package of Bam. And no. It's Jimmy, Bam, and another star you want to bring here. So those two are untouchable. You got to go out and look to see if you can get a package with everyone else. Tyler Hero is probably the difference maker in a package like that. That's kind of just how it is for the most part. Hero and Lowry and picks. I don't know if that would be enough, but again, I'm not gonna look into the hypothetical situation because again, Portland's not even looking to trade Dame unless Dame went to the front office and said, "Listen, I don't want to be here anymore. If you could trade me to a team like Miami, if you could trade me to Miami, I would love it. I just don't want to play for this team anymore." Like, when James Harden went to the Rockets and said, "I just don't want to be here anymore. See if you can go get some picks and some players for this team, but I don't want to be here anymore." And then he went to the media and told the media basically, "I don't want to be here anymore." Once he went to the front office and say, "I don't want to be here anymore," they're like, "All right, James, we'll find a destination for you." That's why they got him to Brooklyn. He wanted to go play with KD and Kyrie. They did what they needed to do to get him there. If Damian Lillard went to the front office tonight or tomorrow and said, "I want to play for the Miami Heat. I'm done here. I don't want to wait anymore. I'm done," they would do whatever they can. But that's not exactly the focus. That's not exactly the mindset Dame has, and he's all about loyalty, so that's never going to happen. At least not right now. I don't see it happening. And Portland's trying to see if they can turn themselves into a contending team. I don't see where that's happening, but hey, they're going to continue to try. That huddle for Boston was very feisty. Mashula was not happy with what he saw. Mikal would be nice for the Heat. That'd be a nice piece. Jimmy hits the free throw, and Miami takes a 1-point lead. It's going to be a back and forth affair, ladies and gentlemen. So, Boston knew this. Miami knew it. It's the Eastern Conference Finals. It's Heat Celtics. That's what you expect. Tatum pops the mid-range. No good. Rebound goes to Jimmy Butler. And here comes Jimmy. Jimmy being guarded by Brown. Jimmy. Right now, he's really getting his teammates involved. And I love that, especially Bam. Bam's been killing it. So Jimmy's going to continue to get his guys involved. Strus with the ball. Strus drives. Strus gets blocked by Tatum. What a defensive play by Jason Tatum. I don't like Strus driving there. I would prefer for him not to do that. Oh, they kept trying that lob, and this time Jimmy makes the stop. Here comes Bam. Bam being bullied. Bam puts up the layup. It's good. There's contact there. They could have called a foul, but they're not going to. 3-point lead for the Miami Heat. Bam being aggressive, Jimmy being aggressive, a 16-2 advantage in the paint. Miami has found their groove once again, made the proper adjustments, and they're playing better. That's what you want to see. Jaylen Brown drives, puts the shot up, not ties the game. He hits the mid-range, 81-80. We'll go back and forth. The goal is to make sure Tatum and Brown shoot tough shots. That's what you want. Tatum and Brown shooting tough shots, you'll live with both those scenarios. Nothing there with Vincent. He was trying to get it to Vincent. Now he's got it to Bam. Bam's already out here. Bam trying to get it to Vincent. Vincent pops the three. Vincent, no good. Why are they? Oh, wow. Robert Williams was barely able to save the ball. He threw it into Kevin Love, and Kevin Love just put it in. Jimmy has, right now, Jimmy has 18 points and Bam has 18 points. So your two guys are showing up. 18 apiece for Jimmy and Bam is what we want to see. Brown missed that shot badly. Rebound goes to Bam. Having Jimmy and Bam both having 18 is just perfect because that means both of them are locked in and zoned in and playing well. Because if it was Jimmy having like 30 plus, why is Strus a deep three first? Oh, Strus put that in! Strus put that deep three in. Miami's up by 6. 86-80, 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Miami has flipped the switch. They have figured something out. Spoelstra, I don't know if you want to take this unit out because they figured something out. It's working. Tatum loses the ball, but he's fouled. See, Robert Williams was able to save the ball. That's a tough one. Has Bam been good this playoffs? Yeah, he's been good. In the first round, it was really all about Jimmy. In the second round, Bam was the difference maker that helped us win that series. Because when they started double and triple teaming Jimmy, somebody had to step up. And Bam Adebayo was the guy to step up. So Bam's been great so far in this playoffs. What we wanted to see was Bam bring this, the way he played in the second round, because he was aggressive. In the second round, he was aggressive, and he was the biggest difference maker down the stretch, which helped us beat the Knicks. What we as Heat fans wanted to see was Bam take that same aggression he had in the Knicks series and bring it to the Celtics series. And right now, he's brought it to the Celtics series for Game 1. Hopefully, he'll continue to play like this, because if you're going to get Jimmy and Bam to play like this together, we have a real good shot to win this. But they know what they have to do. So Bam has to play this aggressive every game. He cannot be passive. He cannot be hesitant. He has to go look for his shot. He has to be aggressive and drive. He has to go make his plays. Jimmy right now is not being as aggressive because everybody's just locked in and guys are just making plays. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy puts up the shot. It's good. Miami up 88-82. Jimmy with 20, because Jimmy's doing his thing and Bam's doing his thing, and it's such a wonderful thing to watch those two do their thing. Tatum drives, puts up the layup, and it's good. Jason Tatum doing his thing, Jimmy Butler doing his thing. Tatum with 22, Jimmy with 20. Jimmy being guarded by Derek White. Jimmy's going to drive. Fakes, hesitates. He's fouled, so he'll go to the line and see if he can hit 2 free throws. That's Jimmy Butler's game, man. He got you in the air. Don't start complaining. Y'all were doing that all in the first half. Don't start complaining. Man's going to sit back and look around like, what do you mean, bro? I literally saw this man, Jaylen Brown, drive. He purposely got contact and bumped into Caleb Martin, got the foul, and the and one. This is how these guys are playing. It's a smart play by Jimmy, just like it's a smart play by Jaylen Brown. This is how you're going to play the game. Jimmy's smart and knows how to get contact to get to the free throw line. Same for Tatum, same for Brown. So I don't want to hear any complainings when this is happening. You already know how the officials are going to be. Just play basketball. Let's stop talking about these damn refs. Whatever happens, whatever happens. Just go out there and play the game. A foul's not going to be called on every single possession. There are possessions where there's fouls not being called. Just go play your game. Jimmy Butler, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. And Jimmy just makes that, so now it's 22 points. Miami up 90-84. This is what I love to see from the Heat, man. Oh, God, Cody Zeller's back out there. And here comes Al Horford ready to abuse that. Malcolm Brogdon left wide open. He misses that 3. And here's Kyle Lowry. He's in the game. What's going on, Casper? And Demon reacts, what's going on, man? This will be a legendary series. I expect it to go to 7. Jimmy Butler driving. Jimmy puts up the shot. Jimmy can't hit it. Rebound. Smart. Smart with the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Jimmy. That's not a foul. That's not a foul in terms of smacking the ball. That's not a foul. It was all ball. But I guess he was wrapped around him, and one of the greatest floppers in the NBA, Marcus Smart, making a smart play. For me, I know everyone gets sick and tired of these players flopping, but this is how they play the game nowadays. This is the era where you flop, you can get the contact, you can get the foul. That's how you play the game nowadays. So players that are able to abuse that, I'm not gonna get mad. That's how you get contact. That's how you get the foul. This is the era of basketball, and that's how they play. I'm not going to get mad at a player taking advantage of the rules. Harden did that all throughout Houston, and we saw how that worked out for him. That's just a smart player making smart plays. If they're going to let you have that advantage, why not use that advantage? You're trying to win a championship. Who gives a damn if you're going to be labeled a flopper? If you're a flopper with a ring, it's going to be great because you got a ring. I don't care if people want to call me a flopper. Marcus Smart's been called a flopper his entire career. He don't give a damn. He wants a championship. So you do whatever it takes to get a championship. People on Twitter can call you a flopper all they want. At the end of the season, if you're sitting here with a championship ring, it's all worth it. All those flops are worth it. So you got to go out there and make smart plays. I'm not mad at Marcus Smart for doing what he's doing. But I'm pretty sure we're over the penalty. So that is a concern. I think Smart's going to shoot some free throws.
And no trade-in required either.
Oh, how do we know all this?
I hear a lot. Love the service.
At AT&T, new and existing customers can choose any Google Pixel with your choice of plans and always get our best deal.
Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world? Didn't need a charge?
Alright, so Jimmy Butler's got 3 fouls. It's fine. As long as he doesn't get a 4th foul before the quarter ends, we'll be good. But yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Miami. They were able to flip the switch and make adjustments, and they came back in the second half and did what they needed to do. That's just what you needed to see, man. How did I become a Heat fan? Well, I first started watching basketball in 2003 because, being around the DMV means I had to watch a lot of Wizards. So my first year actually becoming a basketball fan was when Jordan was playing for the Wizards. And of course, my parents were constantly talking about Michael Jordan, all this stuff because what he did in Chicago. So I was watching Jordan on the Wizards. And then obviously the 2003 draft would happen later that time. LeBron would be drafted. So I've watched LeBron from the second he's gotten drafted to where he is now. And early on, I was watching basketball, watching the Wizards because that's just what I was able to watch. But I was looking at other guys and other teams. Of course, LeBron from day one. I loved LeBron's game, so he was my guy. My sister's been a Lakers fan from day one, so that was how it was. But I didn't really have a full-on team. It wasn't until like 04, 05 where I started really watching a lot of D. Wade. D. Wade's the person that made me truly fall in love with basketball. Because I said LeBron James introduced me to basketball. D. Wade made me love basketball because I just loved his game. He was a flash. So because of that, I just watched D. Wade play, and I continued to watch more and more Miami Heat games. And I decided let me become a full-time Miami Heat fan by 05 because I love watching D. Wade play basketball. And I became a fan in 05, and a year later, Miami won the championship. Which is why I sit back when people try to say Harden's better than D. Wade all time. I will sit back and say, did you not see what D. Wade did in 06? Stop pretending like D. Wade was just this irrelevant player until LeBron James decided to come to South Beach. That's not true at all. What D. Wade did in 06 was one of the greatest final performances we've ever seen. People were comparing him to Kobe early on. Not Kobe. People were comparing him to Jordan early on and saying, this is the guy that can compete with Kobe. Strus for 3. Strus can't put it in. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Derek White. So yeah, watching D. Wade play basketball in 04 and 05 made me become a Miami Heat fan in 05. A year later, we go on to win the championship. And that's just kind of how I became a Heat fan. I think Baltimore should get a basketball team again. I wouldn't mind it. I'd watch. And you can complain about that Derek White, but this is literally how things have been in the playoffs so far. We can complain about the officiating, but it is what it is. First free throw made by Jimmy Butler. Miami up 91-85. You can complain about it, Derek White, but the same thing's happening on the other side. So the officiating's just been doing this. I don't care about the crying about the refs. This has been happening on both sides. That's why both teams are in the penalty right now. The officiating's, this is how they're going to do it. So you just have to continue to play your game. NBA playoffs or NFL playoffs? Oh, NBA playoffs, definitely. I've been on the record saying this. I love the NFL regular season 1,000 times more than the NBA regular season. The NBA regular season doesn't really interest me. There's so many games, and it's just like, okay, there's some great basketball being played, but you know some of the stars aren't always going to put up top-tier performances. Not to mention, if you lose a game, you can just, if you lose a game on Monday, nice shot right there by Brogdon, and he gets the foul. If you lose the game on Monday, a basketball game on Monday, you'll play Wednesday, and you'll be able to recover from that. But in the NFL, it's not 17. You got 17 games to get your crap together. If you lose 2 or 3 games, let's say in the NBA you start 0 for 5. If you 0 for 5 to start the season, he misses the free throw. If you start the season 0 for 5, you can recover and become a playoff team. In the NFL, if you start 0 for 5, you're already thinking the season's over. Butler, he got blocked, but he got his own rebound. And Jimmy's going to kick it out to Caleb. Caleb gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy's going to pop the 3. Jimmy puts it in. A great 3 by Jimmy. Miami's up 95-87. So, yeah, NBA regular season is 1,000 times better than the NBA regular season. But the NBA playoffs, to me, is better than the NFL playoffs. And I understand the peaks and the heights that the NFL playoffs have because it's a one-and-done thing. But here's my thing. If the playoff game sucks, the playoff game sucks. There's nothing you can do. If the AFC and NFC championship game sucks where the favorite just doesn't show up and doesn't play well, guess what? That's the last bit of basketball you're going to have in the basketball. That's the last bit of football you're going to have until the Super Bowl. And if the Super Bowl's trash, guess what? That's it. They don't get to redo it. Whereas with the NBA playoffs, you have a 7-game series. So if you're LeBron and AD and you don't show up for game 1, guess what? Caleb for 3, puts it in. Miami, let's go. 98-89. If you're LeBron and AD and you don't show up for game 1 and you lose, it's not over. You have 6 other games to potentially try and win this series. It's a best of 4. So you get to see some great performances between the two. That's what I love about the NBA playoffs. In the NFL playoffs, you can't do a best of 4. He just traveled. Tatum literally just traveled. So I love the NFL regular season more than the NBA regular season. So NFL regular season over NBA regular season. But I would pick the NBA playoffs. Lowry, mid-range, good. I will pick the NBA playoffs over the over the NFL playoffs because if the NFL playoffs are not banging and these games just suck and it's blowouts, that's all you're gonna get. There's legit. You have the wild card round where you get that for that 1 week, and then you gotta wait a whole nother week for the divisional games, and then you gotta wait a whole nother week. Al Horford for 3, he can't hit it. Rebound goes to Strus. So you got the divisional round, and then you gotta wait a whole nother week for the championship games, and then a whole 2 weeks for the Super Bowl. If these games do not bang, the playoffs are gonna suck. Thankfully, they usually do bang, so that's a good thing. Lowry gets it to Strus. Strus open for 3. Strus puts it in. 102-91. Miami has flipped the script in the third quarter. 6 seconds left. Here comes Brogdon. Brogdon puts up a shot. It doesn't even come close. And that's going to end the third quarter. Miami is up by 11. What a turnaround for this Heat team. This is what I'm talking about. This is why Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in basketball. How did they flip the script in the third quarter? The Celtics look stunned. The Celtics look stunned. Let me go check this. The Miami Heat in the third quarter, they outscored the Boston Celtics 46-25. How does that happen? There's still plenty of basketball left. So Miami is going to have to find a way to hold on to this lead. But my God, have they flipped the script. Woo! They flipped the script. That's what you want to see, man. You think the 2023 NFL playoffs were good? Well, let's take a look at the wild card round. I don't even remember the wild card game. So give me a second here while I go through the 2023 NFL playoffs. I mean, I know we played the Cincinnati Bengals without Lamar. So let me take a look at this real quick. Okay. Damn. Let me get a recap of this. Okay, so we had the Chargers and the Jaguars. The Chargers and Jaguars, first half was garbage. Second half was one of the craziest comebacks we ever saw. So I think that about evens out. That doesn't make it a great game. It's a great comeback, but it's not a great game because the first half is a blowout. Cincinnati and Baltimore, despite not having Lamar, was a really close and competitive game. The second half was better than the first half, and obviously the play that changed it was freaking Tyler Huntley fumbling at the one. It gets returned for a touchdown, and that ultimately is the difference maker. I think the Bengals and the Ravens was a good game. Miami and Buffalo was the best game. Miami and Buffalo, when it comes to wild card games, Miami and Buffalo was the best wild card game out of all of them. So I like that one because Buffalo nearly lost to a Dolphins team without Tua. Cowboys and Buccaneers, that game sucked. Cowboys dominated pretty much. Giants and Vikings, it was an okay game, but I think most of us knew the Vikings were going to choke. Niners smoked the Seahawks. It was an interesting first half, but the second half wasn't great. So there's really like two games, a wild card game that was good. Divisional round, the Chiefs and Jaguars, it was all right. It wasn't anything special, but it was all right. Bengals and Bills were trash because, Buffalo didn't show up. Eagles and Giants was a blowout. It was trash. Niners and Cowboys was only entertaining for the sake of we wanted to see the Cowboys choke again to the Niners. They did. So it was an entertaining game. Wouldn't say it was the best. Eagles Niners was garbage because once we saw early on when the Niners quarterback got injured. Once that happened, it was pretty much over. And the Eagles dominated, so that game ended up being trash. Chiefs and Bengals was a great AFC title game. Great rematch from last year. So I'm pointing at it 1, 2, 3, 4 interesting games, and then the Super Bowl was great. So I think overall, the 2023 NFL playoffs was pretty good. I think 2022 was better than 2023, but the 2023 playoffs weren't bad. It was good. I think it was good. I think you look at it, the last 2 years, the playoffs have been relatively good for the NFL. Hopefully it'll be even better now. So, they're up 103. Sorry, they took away a point from us. So Miami's up by 12 to start this fourth quarter. Miami has to continue to play like this if they want to steal game one. They just have to continue to play like this. I'm telling you, this team is so battle-tested, you just don't know. This team is so battle-tested, you just don't know. AFC playoffs will be great this year. I expect it to be. I hope to God it will be. Because the NFC is obviously not going to be able to carry their weight. Jaylen Brown being guarded by Jimmy Butler. Derek White pulls up for three. He hits it. That's a big three for them. That is how you want to start off the fourth quarter. They're going to try to pull off a comeback here. Miami is going to have to keep their foot on the gas. Lowry with the ball. Lowry gets it to Zeller. Zeller gets blocked. Why are you letting Cody Zeller do anything? Oh my God. Do not get Cody Zeller involved in the pick and roll. 5 quick points for Boston. Miami's lead has been cut down to 7. Caleb, just get the hell up. Stop looking for the foul. Get the hell up and focus. Right now, they're on a 5-0 run. Why is Cody Zeller in the game trying to get involved? Lowry's stuck in the corner right now. The clock is going. Lowry. Pump fakes. Nothing there. Jimmy's going to get this ball. Jimmy puts up a layup. It's no good. Shot clock violation. And just like that, Boston comes out with the intensity. I don't know why you're getting Cody Zeller involved in the pick and roll. That's not Bam. Bro, Bam got to come back out immediately. Because Cody Zeller is useless on the court. Cody Zeller is completely useless on the court. He ruins the vibe. When Cody Zeller's out there, Miami's just terrible offensively. Jaylen Brown puts up a shot. It's good. Timeout. Get Bam back in the game. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game. Get Bam back in the game. Do not play Cody Zeller for the rest of this game. Spoelstra, do not, I repeat, do not play Cody Zeller for the rest of this game. Holy crap, is this dude trash. Bam can't get a break because this dude sucks. Oh my God. Cody Zeller is garbage. Woo! Cody Zeller is garbage. Nah, bro. Cody Zeller he's not allowed to play for the rest of the game, bro. They literally went on a run. As soon as Cody Zeller came in, these guys went on a run. Get him the hell out of here. Who do you think should have won the MVP in the NBA? Well, I mean, I think it's a regular season award. And Embiid, it was a three-man race between Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. At some point, it became a race between Embiid and Jokic. Jokic was playing great, so was Embiid. Embiid once again led the league in scoring. And if you looked at the final 2 weeks, I made the comparison between this year's MVP race and the MVP race in 2017. Whereas Harden was putting up similar numbers to Westbrook, but his team had a better record. It's just Russ was pulling off some historical run because he was gonna go on to break Oscar Robinson's triple-double record. He was having an historical run. And the final 2 weeks of the season, this dude, Russell Westbrook, went off. It was the same thing that happened with Joel Embiid. Jokic started falling back a little bit, and Embiid just kept putting it on with these top performances. And what he did in Boston made everyone sit back and say, all right, this guy's going to win the MVP. Who do you have winning the series? I got Miami in 7. I'm not picking against my Heat. Heat in 7. I will never pick against Miami. Heat in 7. As a Heat fan, I'll never pick. As a basketball fan, when I got to be objective, I think it's going to be a 7-game series no matter how you look at it. If I'm just being objective, it's going to be a 7-game series. Guess the Diop conversation is over. That's been over for weeks now. Arizona said they're not going to trade him, so that conversation's over. If a team's not going to trade a player, there's no reason to even have a conversation about that player getting traded. Arizona said they're going to keep him, so he's not getting traded. But I'm not picking against my Heat. No, I'm not picking against my Heat. Objectively, it's a 7-game series.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only get what you need.
But yeah, Cody Zeller got to be done for this.
Unicycles.
You want Marcus Peters back? I wouldn't mind him coming back. It's not like I'm going to see it, but like, oh yeah, man, if Marcus Peters come back, I'm going to be pissed. I wouldn't mind if he comes back. I don't have a problem. Bro, Cody Zeller is terrible. What's the better division, the AFC North or the NFC East? AFC North. I would say AFC North. When you look at the peaks, you look at the Ravens, you legit right now, potentially all four. Well, same thing could be said for the NFC East, but I'm just gonna say the AFC North if I had to pick one. Oh boy, Cody Zeller cannot play for the rest of this game. Screw that. Bam, gut it out. These final 10.5, gut it out and just play. Because Cody Zeller, the moment he steps in this game, Boston goes on a 7-0 run. Cody Zeller I'm not going to say he's useless. Cody Zeller just doesn't gel with our offense. He's slow. He doesn't work when they try to get him in the pick and roll. He's just not versatile at all. It's a problem when he plays. Lowry's going to have to pop this 3 here. Lowry puts up a terrible shot. Miami's offense right now is not doing anything, and that's a problem. I don't know why they're just resting. So, it's a jump ball. So Jaylen Brown fell, and he looks hurt. Jaylen Brown looks hurt. That's not good. Jaylen Brown's banged up here. He fell and So it's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, he banged his elbow right there.
Bro, don't. I'm in my zone. I'm trying to watch my team.
I'm in. Yes, it is. I'm in my zone, bro. Don't. This ain't the time. This ain't the time. This ain't the time. Well, this is with the Ravens, sure, but Miami is a different conversation, bro. 9:48 left to go here. We're gonna get this jump ball, and Bam wins the jump ball. So Miami's gonna get the ball here. Jaylen Brown seems to be okay. He banged up his elbow there, but he seems to be fine. Jimmy being crowded gets it to Vincent. I don't like that right there. Caleb gets it back to Vincent. Vincent pops the 3. Gabe hits it. Miami all of a sudden has found their 3-point shot, and I love it. 106-98, 9:24 left to go. Vincent all of a sudden decided, hey, let me start hitting some threes. You know, might as well be useful out there offensively. Pritchard with the ball gets it to Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Butler guarding Jaylen Brown. Where's Tatum? Oh, they're going to call it a blocking foul. So it's going to be an and one. We have not gotten a single offensive foul here. And Gabe has tried. Gabe has tried. But Vincent, oh my God, they've been cooking him. So it's going to be an and one here for for Jaylen Brown. Look at this. What could he have done there? I don't think he got his feet fully set. That's the problem. He was still moving. Vincent didn't get, man, that was Lowry. Lowry knows how to set his feet there. Lowry knows how to set his feet there. 106. He misses the free throw. Oh, that's heat ball. Pritchard should have touched it. Pritchard should not have touched it. Pritchard should not have touched it. I'm pretty sure it would have been Celtics ball if he didn't touch it. But Pritchard went for that last extension. He shouldn't have extended it. So it's a 106-100 game here. 9 minutes left to go. Miami's got the lead, but they cannot rest here because Boston is looking. Bam, continue to be aggressive. Gets it to Caleb. Caleb drives. Caleb, layup. It's good. Miami continues to find ways to make plays on offense. And where is Jason Tatum? They're giving him a lot of rest, but they're going to need Tatum down the stretch. And I don't know where Marcus Smart is. I think he's dealing with an injury. I saw him go into the locker room. Jaylen Brown. Nothing there. Pritchard pops a three. No good. Rebound goes to Lowry. That's a good box out right there. Lowry coming up the court. Gonna get it to Jimmy. Jimmy being guarded by Jaylen Brown. Jimmy holding the ball here. Pops the mid-range. Jimmy can't get it. Bam with the rebound. Bam with the... What? It's going to be another jump ball. It's going to be another jump ball. At what point do you call? So there's no hacking there. He's surrounded by three guys. They're swiping at the basketball. No foul is called. Really? Look at this. Look at this. There's a foul there. They're literally... What? Wow. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's neat. Let's just not call a foul there. And here comes Tatum and Horford. Legitimately cannot believe that. They were swiping all at this man's arm. And once again, Miami's going to win this because Bam wins the jump ball here. 8 seconds left. Remember, Lowry, 8 seconds. Clock is at 4. Lowry with a deep three. No good. I don't understand. You got to be more aware of the clock right there. Derek White pops the three. He puts it in. Miami up by 5. You got to be more aware of the clock there, Lowry. Like, you're all the way at damn near at half court. You're at the logo. You're going to have to drive or something. You got to be more aware. 108, 103. Jimmy's got the ball being guarded by Tatum. Jimmy drives. Jimmy's looking to try to get Bam set. There it is. Bam. Shot good. Jimmy is looking to get Bam in his spots. 110, 103. I love it. Jimmy and Bam are going at it. This is what we need to see. You need this duo to do this for 7 games. Jaylen Brown with the ball being guarded by Vince, who's been getting cooked all game. Derek White fakes the three, gets it back to Brown. Brown pops the three. He can't hit it. Rebound goes to... That's a loose ball foul on Boston because Caleb Martin just got smacked in the face. Look at this play by Jimmy Butler. You thought Marcus Smart was the only one that was going to get these passes? Oh, actually, his foot was on the line there. That's a toughie. His foot was on the line. That should have been a turnover. But, again, there's been several missed calls and several plays here that haven't been called fouls. But, you know, again, the refs aren't going to see everything. So sometimes you're going to get away with something like that. They're human. Jimmy with the ball. Miami up 110, 103. Jimmy being guarded by Derek White. You know he's going to drive this. Jimmy puts up the shot. It's good. Jimmy Butler hitting his shots. Miami up 112, 103, 6:40 left to go in this game. Miami has to continue to play like this. Jimmy Butler with 29 points. Brown just lost the ball right there. Jimmy Butler with the steal. And here comes Caleb Martin. Gotta get it back to Jimmy. Jimmy's doing his thing, man. And I love what Miami's doing. That's why I told you, we were down by 9. I said Spoelstra's going to make the adjustments, and Miami's just going to play better. I expected that. Caleb, I wouldn't shoot that there. Lowry, remember the clock. Lowry, the shot clock. Oh, Lowry got open. Lowry missed it. Foul. They're going to call it a foul on Bam. Damn. 6:10 left to go. Miami's still up by 9. Where's the foul on Bam? Oh, loose ball foul. There it is. I gotta look at how many fouls Bam has. Bam's got 20 points, by the way. Bam has 2 fouls. Okay, he's good. 6 minutes left to go. Miami up 112-103. They're not getting Tatum the ball right now. This is the weird thing about this duo that we talked about. There's just times where Brown will just be quiet and get the ball to Tatum, and there's times where Tatum will be quiet and let Brown do his thing. Look at Tatum just spinning and just trying to get all the contact. They're not going to call a travel there. They're just going to give him a foul. Let him go to the free throw line. But this is the thing about this duo that has always concerned a lot of people. I've seen it throughout this postseason. I've seen this for years now. There will be times where Jason Tatum will have the ball and Jaylen Brown will just be dead silent. He's not going to ask for the ball. He's not moving around. It's just Jason Tatum going at it, Jaylen Brown just sitting back and watching. And then it's vice versa. There'll be times where Jaylen Brown is going at it and Jason Tatum's just watching. Tatum with the first free throw. It's problematic there when you think about it, but somehow they've been able to make it work. Now, that got exposed by the Warriors in the finals because at times it was not working when one of the guy was going off and the other guy was dead silent. It was not working, and the Warriors did exploit that. But we'll see. I mean, Tatum gets the second free throw. Miami up 112-105, 5:48 left to go. Miami with a 7-point lead. If they play this smart, they will hold on to this lead, but they got to keep scoring and they got to keep making plays. Jimmy Butler's doing what he needs to do. Jimmy driving. Jimmy gets to his spot. Jimmy puts the shot in. There's contact, but they're not going to call a foul. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Miami up 114-105. Jimmy Butler with 31 points, doing his thing. Here comes Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Bam. Tatum nearly turns the ball over. Brown gets the ball and puts up the layup. That is so close to just being a turnover. He just threw the ball. Jaylen Brown was aware to get that. Jaylen Brown with 22 points. Miami up 114-107. Jimmy doing his thing. They're going to let him go one-on-one. Jimmy likes this. Jimmy for 3. He doesn't get it. There's contact. Actually, it's not that much contact. That's fine. You can play it like that. I wouldn't call that one a foul. Tatum. Whoa. The ball nearly gets stripped, but they're going to call Lowry on that. That should have been a jump ball. Because he got it ripped. You know what? He lost the ball. He got it stripped, lost the ball, and regained it. So, no, I wouldn't put that. Tatum's going back to the line. Tatum with 26 points. Let me look at the stats here. Well, he's about to see if Tatum can hit both his free throws, which I believe he will. Jimmy with 31. Bam with 20. 22 from Brown, and if he makes his second one, it's going to be 28 for Tatum. So the stars are showing up. Tatum's biggest thing is his personality. He wants to be modern day Kobe Bryant, but unlike Kobe, Tatum sometimes has a very low basketball IQ. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, hey, who wouldn't want to be the people they admire? Who wouldn't want to be their role models? Miami's going to call timeout here. They're up by 5, so they got to be careful here. 4:47 left. I'll say this, man. Spoelstra's been managing the timeouts relatively well. We got 2 timeouts left. It's a 5-point game. Miami cannot mess around here and blow this lead. The way they played in the third quarter to take control and the way they've been at it in the fourth quarter here, Miami's got to be careful. You got a 5-point lead. It's a back and forth affair. We got to continue to get quality shots. I wouldn't mind bringing Kevin Love in here to try and get him involved. You can take out Caleb Martin, get Kevin Love involved here. He can hit you some good threes. So I wouldn't mind bringing Kevin Love in here, but we'll see what Spoelstra wants to do. I told people at halftime I wasn't panicking because I knew if it's a single-digit game, I believe Miami can pull off the comeback.
Disney's The Little Mermaid, rated PG. What is this archaic system?
You're telling me this is how things get verified.
That's my job.
I'm just saying, why do you get charged to take your money from your account? And they charge you for being out of money? This system makes no sense. Is this really the best we can do?
There's still too much time left on this clock. So Miami is going to have to find a way to close this out down the stretch. Way too much time left. But yeah, looking at it, 114, 109. Looking at it right now, Kevin Love with 8 points. He's had a couple threes. Jimmy Butler, 31 points. Bam Adebayo, 20 points. 13 for Vincent, 15 from Strus, 12 from Martin, and 15 from Lowry. You're getting production everywhere. Same for the Celtics. 28 points for Tatum, 14 for Robert Williams, 11 for Marcus Smart. He might be hurt or something. 22 from Jaylen Brown, 7 from Al Horford, but 16 from Brogdon and 11 from Derek White. Your bench is really going at it. And it's interesting. You have an 8-man rotation here for the Celtics. Meanwhile, Miami's had a 9-man rotation. Who's been Cody Zeller, who, by the way, is awful. I want to point this out right now. When you look at the Miami, when you look at the starters for Miami, the starters for Miami: Kevin Love +8, Jimmy Butler +3, +16 for Bam, +10 for Vincent, +13 for Strus. Everybody's in the pluses. You get to the bench. Lowry's been in for a lot, so I could take away the minus 11 from Lowry because he's been productive and he's been in with the bench, unfortunately. But Cody Zeller giving you 0 points, -6. Duncan Robinson also giving you 0 points. He's in the -2. That's been a problem. You want production from those guys, and not having production from those guys hurt. But there's still plenty of time left on this clock. Boston is fighting. Miami still with the lead, but Miami got to figure a way to close this out. You have an opportunity to take game 1 here and put yourself in a great position. You're going to have to fight to close this out. It's not going to be easy, but I do love what I'm seeing from the Miami Heat. This is the type of series you want to see.
What was the most disgusting thing I ate? Everything.
All right, Miami's back on the court. Let me see if Spoelstra's made any changes.
The entirety of the last timeout, trying to stop the bleeding on his right hand. It was gushing blood. The team was trying to seal it up. It was all over his jersey. They were scrubbing it out just in the nick of time.
So yeah, Jaylen Brown's bleeding. He was bleeding, so they had to get that handled during the timeout. Let me see who's... Yeah, they still got the same 5. They're going to go with this 5 to try and finish the game off. Jimmy with the ball. 4:40 left to go here. Jimmy trying to get it to Bam. They're Smart. Jesus, Smart's back in, so that's good for him. Jimmy with the ball. And that's a turnover. Oh! That's a turnover because Martin stepped on the line. It was close, man. Tatum almost knocked it out. So that's not how you want to start off coming out of the timeout. Celtics, Smart is back, so... You know, Boston's actually going small here. Interesting. Robert Williams is not on the court right now. Smart's back. Gets it to Brown. Brown. They're going to let him shoot this 3. And he misses it. Brown right now is not hitting his 3s. It's been hurting them low-key. But, you know, Miami should not still be giving these guys those open looks. Hell no, don't give them open looks. Martin, can he hit this 3? He can't. So right now, these two teams are just missing open 3s. Jaylen Brown, he has to continue to drive. With the way he's been playing, you want to see him continue to drive. Look at him just pushing off people, but we're not going to call that. Horford missing the 3 right there. He got that back. Oh, look at the steal by Jimmy. Jimmy coming down the court. 3.5 left. Jimmy with the ball. We up by 5. Being guarded by Jaylen Brown. Jimmy driving, gets it to Strus. Strus for 3. Strus can't hit it. Bam, fighting for the rebound. But it's going to be out of bounds. Boston's ball. This is where things get tough because Miami's missing shots. Boston's missing shots. Miami's missing shots. Boston's missing shots. And now Boston's going to call a timeout. Because both teams right now they called a timeout and just shared a pair of missed shots. So we'll see what happens. I can hear this, man. So let me see what he's doing. What's up, man?
Have you noticed everything that follows offense is offensive? Like, no offense, but you're overpaid for your players. See, offensive.
Hello.
Plans equals $35
Go ahead.
and now get a free phone that's like plans at all.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna need you to go so you don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Going back to watching the game now. Huh?
I'm not gonna lie, you were actually seen doing that, and that's funny.
Huh?
That was actually fun, bro. Seriously. I'm I'm not gonna lie, you were legit just seen right there.
Okay.
That was funny.
They say BC.
Anyway, Miami and Boston basically just shared a pair of missed threes. Boston's gonna get the ball, and we're just gonna pretend like that didn't just happen. But yeah, that game is still close. It's too close for comfort. Miami's had opportunities to extend the lead. They've missed their shots. Boston's had a chance to tie the game. They've missed their shots. And now Boston has the ball. They're going to try and see what they can do. Maybe they can make it a one-score game. 3:19 left to go. Oh, boy. This is where things can get tough, ladies and gentlemen. Things can get very tough here. Guys just got to make their shots. Tatum being guarded by Strus. He's looking to set up a three. You know he wants to pop a three. There it is. Oh, look at a steal by Jimmy Butler. Tatum tried to get the three. That was perfect defense by Strus. And Jimmy Butler with the steal. 2:50 left to go. Miami's still up by 5. Jimmy being guarded by Horford now. He's looking to try and close. Jimmy puts up the shot. In and out. Nobody can buy a shot right now. 2:36 left to go. It's a very sloppy end to game 1 here of the conference finals. Look at the stop, but they're going to call a foul on Jimmy Butler. Wow. So they're going to shoot free throws. This game is way too close. Wow. He hit his hand. Nobody can score a basket right now. So you got to get it from the free throw line. If you're Brogdon, he already missed the free throw. He makes that one. He makes it a 4-point game. This is way too close, way too tight. Miami has won in these situations. Boston has not. Miami cannot afford to lose this. They've held on to this lead the entire fourth quarter. There's way too much time left. Miami cannot play around. He misses a free throw here. So it's a 4-point game. 2-possession game here. Miami with the ball. They have to get some points. Miami 0 points in the last 3 minutes. It was the same thing for Boston. I'll pretend like you can show this play. It was the same thing for Boston. Not a single team has scored a basket in 3 minutes. Jimmy spinning, gets it to Martin. Martin for 3. He puts it in. Miami's up by 7. That's what I need to see from you, Caleb Martin. You gotta make your threes. Caleb Martin with 15 points. Here comes Tatum. Tatum looking, driving. Tatum travels. They finally got this man Tatum for traveling. He's been traveling the whole game with those spin moves. They finally got him. With Jimmy getting trapped, he got it to Martin, and Martin made that shot, man. Beautiful. They finally got this man for traveling. He's been traveling the entire quarter. Jimmy with the ball here, a minute 50 left. Miami up by 7. Can they close this game 1? Here we go, Jimmy. Jimmy driving. Jimmy firing. Jimmy can't hit. Jimmy's missed a couple baskets there down the stretch. He's trying to close, but those baskets are not hitting right now. 7-point game. Boston is scrambling. Brogdon driving. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound. Horford. Tatum. Again, that's a turnover. Another travel by Tatum. What is he doing? He's choking down the stretch. What is happening? You got the one superstar for the Heat in Jimmy Butler not hitting his shots. And then on the other side, you got the other superstar in Tatum that's turning the ball over. Back-to-back travels. So back-to-back missed shots from Jimmy, but he did make that play to Caleb Martin. And then you get back-to-back turnovers from Tatum. This is crazy. 1:13 left to go. Bam! Trying to work Horford. It's not there. He's going to get it to Jimmy. Jimmy with 4 seconds. Jimmy, he's going to have to make a choice. Jimmy pops a 3. It goes in. Jimmy hit the 3. We're up by 10. A minute left to go in this game. A minute left to go. Jimmy Butler with 34 points. Smart puts up the shot. No foul was called. He got smacked. Oh my God. It's an 8-point game. How did Jimmy Butler hit that 3? Vincent with the ball. They're just trying to kill clock. Vincent gets it to Bam. Oh, what a steal by Smart. There's still time. There's time, but they gotta hurry. Tatum being swarmed, and another foul is called. 37 seconds left, but another foul is called. Tatum's gonna go to the line. How did Jimmy make that 3? Oh my God, look at that. It just bounced up and just dropped in. When is the last time Boston lost in the first playoff game at home? I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember. And yeah, that was a foul right there. Not Tatum. Smart got hit in the face. That's a foul by Strus. That's a foul by Strus. So Tatum's going to take some free throws here to see if he can make this a 6-point game. 37 seconds left. Miami's still in a good position. Tatum hits the first one. Miami's in a good position, but they can't afford to miss right now. 37 seconds left, so Miami may have to prepare to play the free throw game because Boston, they're not in the advantage right now. Tatum with 29 points, so you got both superstars showing up. Tatum showed up tonight. Jimmy Butler showed up tonight. Jaylen Brown showed up tonight. Bam Adebayo showed up tonight, and the role players showed up tonight. It's a well-balanced game between everybody, and that's exactly what I hope to see for 7 games. Miami right now can't afford to blow this here. They don't need to really do anything. It's right now Boston has to foul. Boston's not in the advantage. The time's not on their watch, so Miami might be able to steal game 1, bro. That's all we needed to do, bro. Jimmy Butler said we're going to go into game 1 and steal game 1. We are 34 seconds away from doing so. We're going to have to hit some free throws. Jimmy with the ball. Smart. Is he not going to foul him? You're down by 6. They're going to get it to Vincent, and now Vince is going to be fouled. I'm surprised Smart had waited that long to foul. Wow. Miami did what they needed to do for the most part. What a turnaround in the second half, man. What a turnaround in the second half, man. Jimmy Butler hitting that shot is crazy. 34, 7, 5 rebounds, 6 steals from Jimmy Butler. Oh my goodness. We got a series here, ladies and gentlemen. The series don't start till you steal a game on the road. Every single game in the postseason, Miami's been on the road. Every single game 1, Miami has stolen home court. So this ain't gonna work out, and we are undefeated in South Beach. Come try. I'm kidding. I'm not. I know this is gonna be a 7-game series. They're gonna win 1 or 2 in Miami. They're gonna win a game in Miami. Miami up 122-114. Bro, if Miami defends home court, Boston's screwed. I cannot believe Jimmy made that shot. Oh my God. Oh yeah, for the people that said the Celtics were going to sweep, how's that working out for you? Man, how did Jimmy hit that 3? That's crazy behavior, man. Jimmy hitting that 3 is crazy behavior. And Boston, man. Whew, Boston. It's going to be fun. If the Heat win this series in the finals, this will go down as the greatest underdog story. I mean, it could be definitely one of the greatest underdog stories in sports history. I don't know if it's going to go down as the greatest, but, we'll see. We're just looking far ahead. It's only game 1. Boston knows they got to make adjustments. But Miami's been battle-tested this entire 2 months, bro. Jimmy hitting that shot is still crazy, man. That's a missed shot right there. They get the layup, is good. And Vincent got bumped again. I hope he's okay. And now Jimmy's going to go to the line to go hit some free throws with 17 seconds left. Right now, Miami's got to hit their free throws. This was actually really good defense. Yeah, we got lucky, bro. You just barely smacked him, yeah. You get trapped, bro. You don't have to. I'm pretty sure that foul was on Tatum. So Jimmy just hit these free throws, and we can call it a game 1 here. Oh, God, Jimmy, why? Don't leave the door open. It's a 6-point game, but don't leave the door open. Miami right now looks like the real second seed, not Boston. It's 1 game. Demon, bro, it's 1 game. We know Boston will be ready for game 2. It's 1 game. Jimmy got 35 on the game. It's 1 game. I'm not going to overlook it. We did what we needed to do. Jaylen Brown pops a deep 3 again. It's not there. Miami's got it. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Miami Heat are going to steal game 1 in Boston. In all 3 series, Miami has gone on the road in game 1. They have stolen home court. Look at this, 9-2 record in game 1 with Jimmy Butler. We did what we needed to do. Stealing game 1, you got home court. All you needed to do. Yeah, I can hear myself.
We can hear him.
That's what threw me
Turn
off.
the video off.
But stealing game 1 is exactly what Miami needed to do. We got home court away from them. We're going to try to go take game 2. We'll see what happens there. But even if we don't get game 2, though, let's go get game 2 and make it a 2-0 series heading back to Miami. We did what we needed to do. Stealing home court was the main objective. Coming out in game 1 and doing so was exactly what we needed. Ah, boy. If the finals end up being the 17th Lakers versus the 8th Heat, wouldn't that be equivalent? We'll see. The Heat, wouldn't that be equivalent to the Super Bowl having 2 different wildcard teams, which we've never seen yet? Yeah, kind of. You can kind of see that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it here. What a game for Jimmy. What a game for the team. Fantastic. Love that we stole game 1. We will see what happens in game 2 on, what is it, Wednesday, Friday? We'll see what happens in game 2 on Friday. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Jimmy Butler is just different. Love what he did here. And if we can find a way to go steal game 2, that would be perfect. With that being said, everybody, that is all I've got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by on the stream. And with that being said, I'm out of here, man.